Okay, this is Ringwalk Media in association with Ice Therapy and Still Hub Management. The last dance, it's done and dusted. Jimmy, fist first. Last now. I mean, what a great performance and your last dance.
Cheers, Jonathan. Yeah, emotional night, man. Emotional night, and part of me wanted to carry on, but sometimes you've got to be, you've got to make decisions with your head rather than your heart. We love boxing, and everybody. I think a lot of boxers believe they can keep going and have that one more fight, and end up one fight too many, and end up injured. So I've had a cracking run, flipping brilliant night tonight. Thank you for coming over. These two right next to me here, man, legends, legends of the game, and being honoured to have these with me. But yeah, hell of an atmosphere tonight, wasn't it? Hell of an atmosphere.
Well, listen, 18 fights. You've had a Central Area title. You've boxed for the English title. You've boxed live on Sky Sports a couple of times, I think it was.
Yeah.
I mean, what a great career.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit shorter than on the road, but I got crammed a lot in. And there were two years of COVID there, so 18 fights in what we'd call probably 4 years. So yeah, I'm pleased. I've had a good run of it. I had no right doing what I done, did I really? I'm 43 next month.
Well, that's not true, because the guys behind you would argue with that, I'm sure, wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, he's been fantastic from beginning. He's always 100% in. He's gone beyond expectation of what he believed he could do, far beyond that. And it's been a great journey. It's been a great night tonight. You saw it in a fantastic atmosphere. Everybody loves him. He's a legend of boxing.
It's all getting emotional here. But listen, as coaches and trainers and as a team, just how proud are you of what he's achieved in the last few years?
Yeah, he's achieved as much as he thought he could, but I think he probably achieved better than that. With some great nights, Justin Newell, Brian Phillips. And they were great fights and they were great nights. Lee Connolly.
Yeah.
If you talk about Lee Connolly, he's been in with everybody, but he said Jimmy was probably his hardest fight ever. And it's great that they've turned up tonight, because obviously they managed Lee, so they knew what they were up against. But it's great to see him go out on a win after a fantastic career, really.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll talk about the fight quickly, because actually you're bloody good out there, mate.
You know what? A part of me feels like I've underachieved as well, because like saying all that, when I got going and I thought I was on a big roll, I thought there could even be a British. I started dreaming about winning a British, and then got to the English, and Louis Sylvester caught me cold early on, and then I was like, then I'm in two minds thinking, well, did I just got caught cold, or has my punch resistance just gone, and but it was a tricky one, but sometimes you have to make the sensible decision. It's hard. It's not just being in there, it's all the camps, it's the sparring, it's the hard sparring. Believe you, there's a new crop of youth coming through, and it's like 6 weeks, 7-8 weeks of hard sparring. I've sparred some of the best. Yeah. Sean McComb, I've sparred flipping Dalton Smith, Maxie Hughes, Josh Warrington, Corey O'Regan.
Don't forget him.
Tyrone Nurse over there. Sorry. Yeah. Well, he's been retired. He's been retired that long. But yeah, I've sparred some cracking guys, and and there's a new crop of youth coming through. Your Frankie Stringers, Corey O'Regans. There's the list goes on. There's some good kids coming through. So it's not just the fighting. It's the hard yards and the aches and the body. My body's ready. I'm ready for it. I'm buzzed tonight, and I want to do it all again. And Chris will probably ring me in 3 weeks saying there's a fucking fight on Sky.
Don't take it.
Right, yeah, that's it. Yeah. But no, I mean, you just never know. But I'm ready to retire. I'm ready to put some plump on. I'm ready to enjoy my curries and pass knowledge onto the youth. The up and coming fighters, and I'll do a lot of training, work alongside. Still involved in boxing. Work with these two great guys here. On the other side of the ropes. Yeah.
Well, knowledge from you guys. Someone like yourself who's been in the ring, been there and done it. Passing it on to the next generation. It's a fabulous thing to do, and I know that there's going to be a lot of good boxers coming out of this gym, isn't there?
Yeah, he's had his trainer's licence for quite a while now, Jimmy. but he's obviously been boxing as well, so he's been concentrating on that. But he's part of other teams, he's part of teams what we've got at Argent, part of Chris's teams at his gym. We all work together. Now we can start focusing more on training side. So expect some good fighters coming out of Team First.
Well, listen, you know, you're fresh from the atmosphere out there. Got a couple of questions and then we'll get on to the fun stuff. What has been your highlight, your top 2 highlights of your boxing career?
It's easy. It was a Gibbs win on Sky with these 2 guys with me, and it had to be the winning the Central Area title and a big knockout against a good friend of mine now, Justin Yull. But my favourite fight were with Brian Phillips. We had an absolute, it's a shame that didn't get filmed. It was a great toe-to-toe, but it was a skillful fight as well. There's only 1 point in it, and it were a cracker of a fight. One of the fights of the year. But yeah, main highlights, Gibbs and winning the title, definitely.
Now listen, every boxer needs sponsors, and without the sponsors, it never happens. Even at the level you're at, you know, even boxing at that high level, give your sponsors a little bit of a message, and then we'll get to your fans.
No, listen, thank you to all the sponsors that have helped me throughout the years. They've been fantastic, very financial. The Good Karma Coffee House, Yorkshire Payments, Pure Travel. Before that, and again, you know, K Stonemasons, MG Locksmiths, Trident Distribution, Halifax Boxing. We've had some great guys that have helped me over the years, and I can't thank them enough. And all the support has been amazing. Couldn't have done it without them. They've been unbelievable.
Talking to the supporters, I mean, there was 600 or 700 people out there tonight, all Jimmy Fist First fans. Yeah. The place was on fire. What have you got to say to those guys?
Absolutely unbelievable. I mean, emotional, and it were incredible. You know, I had a job to do, but I'm like, I were flipping out to pinch myself when I walked in there. So I'm like, the place were on fire. It was loud. And I was like, shit, I've got a job to do here. But, you know, it was just, I was soaking it in and I enjoyed it. But Carl Sampson, let's give him a mention, what a fighter as well, you know. He can box, move, and, you know, he come at it a bit as well. So, you know, and he didn't just run either, you know, he flipping come for a bit of a fight. So it was a good last fight for me, I enjoyed it.
Well, we filmed the whole thing, so you can find it on the YouTube with Jimmy the Fist First Last Dance. We've got one thing to say to you. Thank you for all your fun and hard work.
Thanks for the memories.
Well, I'm not going to sing for
Great
him.
memories, memorable night.
Thanks for
But,
it
mate,
all.
you've been an absolute pleasure, a gentleman of boxing, and you're going to be sorely missed in the ring, but gladly received out of the ring.
Thank you, my friend. Honour, and thanks for being here, mate.
Jimmy, thank you. Good luck.
Jimmy.